Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. Wii. In the last episode, we started our adventure in the first half of World 1. So in this episode, it is only fair that we continue on through World 1 and go ahead and finish it up. And of course, what Mario game would be complete without the ever-annoying Water World, because they're very, very slow. You can't speedrun through this, at least not as much as I'd like to. There should be a secret, red coin thing somewhere around here. You can find a red coin ring. Where is it? There it is. I need it now, don't I? Oh well, I was gonna trade it in for a Fireflower the next opportunity I got, but I guess I'll have to do with ice. I'm trying to go for that 1-up, and I probably shouldn't have, but oh well. Underwater enemies are mostly just going to be fish, which are pretty easy for the most part. They usually won't even bother you, and they won't go after you, except for a few times that they will, but that's only specific fish. And the little urchins, which usually just float in the air. They can be used as, both be used as stepping stools above the water if you freeze them. I still personally prefer the fire because the blocks can get in the way sometimes, and that can be a big problem, So for this star coin, you need to either freeze a fish and go up here, or actually a small Mario, you can make it without having to freeze a fish, or if neither one of those work and you have the propeller still, you can fly up above it and then just go from the top and walk into it. Any of those three will do. Most people just use the first of those three, though, because that's all you really can do. And for this one, we need to freeze the urchin, and whenever they freeze and don't hit another object, instead of turning into coins, they will fall straight down, and they can block objects like pipes. And that's how you can get that third star coin to go down here. Grab 1-up. And here's the fish that I mentioned that will follow you. This is a Rip Van fish, if I have the name correct on it. And if you hit it with ice, it will be stunned, but it can come back, so that's why I prefer fire. Grab the other 1-up. And I saved this block for last for a reason, not the center one, but this last one, because it actually has a Starman in it. And the clams right there, by the way, if they eat you, you will lose the power-up. It's not instant death unless you're small Mario. So obviously you still want to avoid them, but if you have the Starman, then that will not hurt you, obviously. And I did not do as well on that as I had hoped, but I did get 1-up out of it. So whenever you kill the fish with the fire, it will give you a coin for it, and it will also permanently get rid of them, as opposed to the ice flower. That's why I prefer it overall. And there we go, that is the end of that. I do not like the water levels, because they are just take so long to get through. And I kind of messed that up, so can I get back up there? I don't think we need the Koopa for this. Alright, awesome. I'm not going to go for the 1-up on top of the flagpole every single time. I'm not going for that achievement. I know in Super Mario 3D Land you have to hit the top of the flagpole on each level for some kind of secret level, but I have not played that, so I wouldn't know. I actually, my friend did let me play through Ocarina of Time 3DS, and I did play all the way through it, 100%ed it, minus the Skulltus. I'm not going to go help Toad, but I did play through that all the way. I'm glad that they sped up the dialogue. That makes it a whole lot easier, or a whole lot quicker, I should say. So what we have here is actually an, I guess an overworld enemy is? I don't know specifically what you'd want to call these, but basically, enemies like this will show up on the map, and you can either defeat them or avoid them. All you have to do is collect the 8 Toad spheres that appear, and once you collect them all, the enemies and items will disappear, and they'll give you points for that. If there's enough, you can get a 1-up from it. And it will also make a Toad appear, and he will give you 3 super mushrooms to use at any time. Fortunately, item houses are not going to be this frequent as they have been. I mean, this is the 3rd one I've gotten in 2 videos. So you're not going to be seeing these all the time. In fact, I don't even think there is one in World 2 unless you unlock one through saving a Toad. So you're not going to be seeing them as often. Sorry, I was trying to jump down and it didn't work there for a second. I don't trust either one of those. I used to think it was always like if it was diagonal from it, it was bad, but nowadays it seems like It's the ones that are right next to it that are bad. And sure enough, one of them was. Of course, there's a diagonal one right there, but anyway. I know their patterns, once again. I know you don't have to tell me. I don't like following the patterns, though, because it's no fun. So anyway, moving on to World 1-5. This is probably my favorite level in World 1 overall. Which is funny, because a lot of people don't like this one, because there's a lot of pits, and this is actually, despite the fact it's my favorite, it is, honestly, other than maybe the castle, probably the easiest level to die in. Not gonna lie. But I do enjoy it, because I really like the platforming parts, which is why I'm not a big fan of the water levels in general, because it's just, there's no platforming underwater. What are you talking about? Can you get that last one? So yeah, there's invisible blocks right there, so you're gonna have to fly over them or get up on the blocks and just go up there and land down on them. Either one works. Not that difficult of a secret. The trick to getting under that vine, like I did, by the way, was if you run and press down, you'll slide for a little bit, and that's how you get it. Because if you grab at it from the top, it's just going to go straight down to the ground, and obviously you don't want that. The second star coin, which looks very difficult, but actually it's very, very easy to acquire. I mean, you don't need the propeller for that at all. You can just slide down the brick at the right time and pretty much get it. Oh, now I remember what I was going to mention, actually, in World 1-4, is that you'll notice that some of the star coins, sometimes they'll appear before the checkpoint, after the checkpoint. The one in 1-4 is actually one of the levels where all 3 star coins appear after the checkpoint. And that doesn't always happen. Sometimes, you know, a couple of them will, sometimes all of them will, sometimes none of them will, so on and so forth. And this is actually one of the rare moments where there's actually something different in the levels, and the fact that there's actually 2 red rings for the 8 red coins in that level. Okay, I know for a fact. There it is. Knew there was a hidden one up there. I've gotten it plenty of times. I just couldn't figure out why it wasn't working for a second. And for this one, you need to either use the propeller, bounce off the Koopa's head when he's at the highest point. Any of those will do. Or either, I should say, since it was only 2 options. But no matter. Something worth noting with the timer, which had nothing to do with how I finish this now, but in multiplayer, you will not get the Toad to Rescue, which is what I did last episode, and so if your timer ends with the 1s and 10s digit being the same, so like if my time had been 344 in multiplayer, then that would have given me the bonus, and the numbers are still the same, 0, 1s, 1 up house, so on and so forth, like I said last episode. And the timer stops once anybody hits the flagpole, because if you've already played multiplayer, you know once somebody hits the flagpole, then everybody else has a set amount of time to reach the flagpole, and if not, then they just don't get the 1-up or any of the points or anything. Which the points and coins are shared in multiplayer, so it's not that big a deal, but you'll miss your chance at the 1-up if you're too far behind. And of course you don't want to do that, so... Another thing that people argue about this game being really, really easy, and once again I kind of have to agree, and there's no inventory, so there's no point in getting that. I was trying to go for a star, but oh well. Anyway, a lot of reason that people find this game to be kind of easy is that the secrets can be really, really obvious. Like, for example, right here, you can obviously tell there's something hidden right there by the discoloration and the fact that it looks kind of warped. And yeah, for the most part, that's true. There are some instances where it's actually, they have some pretty good secrets hidden, but for the most part, it seems like, it's sad but true, but the 1-ups can be a lot better hidden than the star coins can, which I know star coins are required for 100%, 1-ups are not, but still. Just seems like something more vital would be a little bit harder to acquire or find. So anyway, here's a P-switch that will, if I can hit it. Okay, I'm waiting for this Goomba to go away. There he goes. And that will make blue coins appear. Will that guy get out of the way? Good, he will. You can get a very dangerous 1-up right there, but it is doable. And this is probably one of the easiest 1-ups to get from the flagpole. I'm not actually using the propeller to get that burst of speed into the air to make sure that I get it. It's just instinctive that even if you don't have the thing, you don't have the propeller, you always spin to get a little bit more time in the air, and that can be enough to get your 1-up quite a bit of the time. So that's why I do it. It's not because I have the propeller and I think I'm not going to make it. Because to be honest, there are some jumps you don't even have to do that spin technique that I just said. You can just make it without it with a well-timed jump. So here we have the castle, which is probably tied with World 1.5 and hardest level or easiest level to die in. Because the gears can crush you if you're in the wrong spot. Lava's instant death, just like the pits are. One of these has a secret if you stay on the gear. It's not this one. Though it does make the star coin a lot easier to obtain. I don't think it's this one either, but I'm going to check. Pretty sure it's not this one. Oh, it is. Is it? Yeah, it is this one. Okay, cool. So you can find a couple secrets up here. I believe there's a propeller in that left-hand box right here. Yes, there is. And then you can use that to get the 1-ups from there. If by some miracle you manage to lose it, you know, like it flies away after too long. Because, you know, power-ups will do that. If you let them stay out too long, they'll go away. But if that happens in your multiplayer, you can always just team jump off of somebody because you can bounce off somebody's head. So you can just team jump to get them. Yeah, you can also ride this gear up here. This is probably a lot easier to get on, and that will also take you to that secret that I was just at. By the way, if you couldn't tell, those flags right there are the checkpoints for each level. So if you die, you'll restart there. And any coins you've collected along the way, star coins that is, you'll get to keep those. But you still have to finish the level for them to actually count towards your total. Alright, come to me, Mr. 1-Up. Thank you. And I get a lot of people telling me, I don't know why, this is just friends I know that clearly are not as good at gamers as I. Which, I'm not saying that to brag, they just don't play as much as I do, because I probably play way, way too much. But anyway, completely beside the point. Is that they say I'm really good at this game. I do not claim to be good at this game by any stretch of the imagination. I know people that can play this, and I don't know people that can probably play this a lot better than me, because I'm sure there are many out there that I don't know that could destroy me on this game, and knowing where all the secrets are and everything. But anyway, it's really not difficult. Most of the hard part just comes with knowing what to expect or knowing where the secrets are. Because if you know where they are, the game's a lot easier. That just holds true for any game, though. And so now we are at the castle boss. It's the same boss, however, usually, oh, actually, always at the castle. Not Kamikupa. You've been playing too much Paper Mario, boy. Magikoopa slash Kamek. I'm pretty sure it's Kamek, though. Because Kamek's the specific Magikoopa, but I'm pretty sure that is him, so. He will show up and alter the stage or boss fight differently. In this case, you can tell the platforms are moving, which is, in theory, supposed to make it more difficult, but in actuality, it probably makes it easier, because he gets trapped like he has been the last 2 tries. And after you defeat him, you can fight your friends for the key, because the key is so important, even though it doesn't do anything. We always fight for the key. Always. It literally does nothing at all, but it's just one of those stupid things. You know, the game designers put it in just because they wanted to watch people go, no, it's mine, come on, let me have it, yeah! And, you know, all that good stuff. So then, Bowser Jr. shows up, flies off with Peach. Peach is too lazy to jump down, Mario's too lazy to jump up onto the ship, yada yada yada. And that ends off World 1. And if you need to make sure that you got all the star coins in World 1, it will inform you if you get all the star coins in any world, so you will know. It's not like you have to check. If they did not tell you, then you missed a level or something. Which, sometimes secrets will take you to, like, a cannon or a shortcut through the level, or a shortcut through the world. Like that pipe up there will take you straight to the castle. But sometimes the secrets will actually take you to a level that you could just flat completely miss. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been pitmarthroy, and I will see you guys for World 2 in the next episode. Later.